Hey YouTube, Dawson Rider here with a review of Deluxe Cube Gorilla from Dobutsu Sentai Zyuohger. This is the 6th cube and is like technically the second one, I guess, belonging to Zyuoh Eagle when he takes on his, gorilla form. But anyway, let's go ahead and take a very quick look at the packaging like we usually do. So nothing really too spectacular about this, just your typical fare. You got like the picture of the toy there, picture of the mecha, shows how it works. There's Zyuoh Gorilla, shows it again, shows how he works with the others to make Zyuoh Wild, Wild Zyuoh King there with everybody. And then on the back, yet again, just shows you the lineup. So pretty typical stuff right there. Alright, so now we can just take a look at things. So here's just like the cube by itself, just the 6th cube. Like the other ones, you can basically see a lot of the animal mode on the other side, but it's just a cube. You got the number and you got all the little bits you're going to be seeing for the transformation and stuff like that. And then this extra little piece over here, which is going to be like the cannon, the front piece, and all that shenanigans. But yeah, that's pretty typical fare. Transforming it is very simple, just like all the others. Just pull these pieces out to where this is, fold them forward. On the side here, there's these little levers, and just pull them down. There we go, so that you can get his little hands out. And there we go, and then pop this forward, boom, we got gorilla face. And that's, I don't know, that was a weird sentence. And just set him there for a second. And then fold this out, and then you're going to want to find this bit and fold it out, and it's going to sort of create like a little latch pack for back here, so he can have his giant cannon. And there you have a Cube Gorilla in his, well, gorilla mode. I feel like I'm not going to try so much more in these reviews to make a case for these. Basically, if your mind's made up, your mind's made up. If you like this line, you like this line. If you don't, you don't. Personally, I do like this line. I have to say, though, I'm not sure what it is. It kind of actually persists throughout this toy set, but I do like Zyuoh Gorilla's design. In general, I do like the design of these. I think his design's neat. I think it works well. His backpack will fall off, but I like that. Like, he's this gorilla with his cannon on his shoulder. It's neat. I still personally do like the simplicity of the transformations and stuff, but there's something about the toy that I'm just not entirely in love with. I'm not entirely sure what it is, and maybe I'm having an off day or something, but it's not terrible by any means or anything like that, and it does exactly what I thought it would do and what it's supposed to. It's just kind of something about it's off for me compared to some of the other cube animals. But yeah, in concept and everything, I do like his design and it does its job. But yeah, that's honestly pretty much it for this mode. What we're going to do next is go ahead and do Zyuoh Wild, which is going to be very easy. Just go ahead and take this bit off. You're not going to need it. Well, you're going to need it, but I mean, you're not going to need it on this. Fold this in. Take this little black piece and fold it out, and then close it up, and then we're just going to set this aside for now. We don't necessarily have to do this, but let's go ahead and set him back into cube mode. Just for this, it's very simple. You're going to get your Zyuoh Elephant and your Zyuoh Tiger right there, and put them together. Very simple. And then you put him on top, and like ideally, you would line them up back there, 4, 5, 6, all that shenanigans. But it's pretty much all taken care of for you, and then you can just fold these out again. Like I said, we really didn't need to necessarily do that. Pull the arms down before, or just like before, excuse me. And then fold these little bits out here. I just realized I never took the box out. Oh well. Snap this little bit on here, and then this is going to become the head. And then he gets his little gun weapon, which I should go this way. There you go. Zyuoh Wild. There we have it. So again, like, I think it might just be me having an off day. I don't think it necessarily has anything to do with the toy because I know it's going to be a block. This is this design, but I do like the design of Zyuoh Wild. In general, I kind of like Zyuoh King more. I think in the toy form specifically, just because he seems more adorable. But this guy gets the job done. He's got like a really, I don't want to say a funny face, but it reminds me of like an 80s Transformer or like a Transformers knockoff. It looks like very nerdy, like, meh. That was a nerdy noise. I don't know. Just something kind of funny about it, like when you see it up close in the toy form. But yeah, he does exactly what he's supposed to. I just kind of prefer Zyuoh King personally, but this guy does a good job for what he is supposed to be. Like I said, you basically probably made your mind up at this point about the concept of the line. Like I said, personally, I still like it, and I'm totally fine with this. Obviously, you can mix and match if you want. Like, you can put Shark and... why am I losing this? Lion here if you want. You can put this piece on top of... well, that's actually the same thing. I was just saying the same thing. But you can mix and match. You could take this piece off and put Eagle here, all that stuff. It doesn't really yield that exciting of results in my opinion, but obviously that is something that you can do. Okay, so now we can combine them all together here in this formation that was spoiled right on the back. But yeah, so let's go ahead and do that. I think that we can leave the box there. Usually I take it out, but it takes up so little space. So what should we do first? Okay, let's do this. We'll set this aside. Believe it or not, we're going to need this again. And then this piece as well, except you're going to want to fold this back like that and just set it aside. Gorilla, I'm just going to go ahead and put him back to cube mode just because it makes more sense in my head to do it that way. Separate these two. Okay, so now I have basically just the cube formation of Zyuoh King here. And it's very easy. All you're going to do for right now is just set Eagle aside. I believe he goes on this side, so I don't want to forget it. So it's very easy. And now just stack, let's do this right, stack green right there underneath, and then white on top. There you go, and you're just getting a giant totem pole. That was what the Rider rumors, it wasn't even about the totem pole gimmick being for Rider, it was actually just for Sentai. Just trying to center this out a little bit. Okay, so what should we do next? Let's do this next because I said so. Take Cube Kieran, yep, Cube Kieran, and put him on the side and be kind of careful because they could come out. Also, in an ideal world, you are supposed to have Mole here, but we can pretty much do this, and it feels silly to be like, well, guys, I was gonna do it, but... So, yeah, I just decided. So, yeah, that's very, very simple there. Take this front piece, snap it on. Now, for this bit, I'm just going to want to be kind of careful because sometimes it gets a little bit top-heavy when you just do one side. So right here, you'll see that these are going to snap on. So pull this bit out and pull his hand out, sort of like you would normally, but a little bit different. Where's the little lever? There it is. Lever, and then swing it around. And so this is going to become one of his arms. It's actually staying up pretty well. I don't know why maybe it's, Kieran's probably helping us out here. The first time I was transforming it, I put it on, it was like instant fall over. And then do the same for Eagle, except he has a little lever which helps you. And sway this around, there we go. Oops, the other way. I always mix it up. Sway this around. Okay, there we go, because his fist is facing the right way. And boom, there's the other arm. And like the transformation, if you can show it here, if you can show it, I gotta show you. Like they're supposed to go down like that. It does look a little bit better in some ways like this. But let's just do it like that for now. And, okay, now take your handy dandy pole head and snap it in there, right? And then this piece, I don't know why I thought this was neat, because this looks right now like one of the really generic Megazord weapons you get. You know, it's just a black or gray or whatever color generic piece that, you know, snaps on to be the weapon, snaps on for other weapons, whatever, and then you open it up and boom. I mean, it's nothing amazing, it's just gold paint, but I thought that was neat that, you know, it's going to become part of this helmet. It's just, it's so unassuming, it's just this piece you get in everything that it's just neat that, hey, all of a sudden, look, this is important. But there you have it. So this is what it looks like with his arms back like that. You can put them like this. I think it looks a little bit more normal for me personally. It doesn't really matter. Honestly, I mean, you're not going to get attacked or anything. But yeah, overall, I'm pretty okay with this design. I feel like, just like with the other two modes, it's like I like it more in the show than in the toy look-wise. But I'm going to state again that I do like the simple fun of these toys. And honestly, for me, the biggest draw of this is that we look to be heading in the direction of being able to put all of your cubes in one mecha. And it's such a weird point of view to have because it's like I'm not really caring so much how it looks. Not to say that I think this looks so bad that I don't care, but just I'm talking about the future that I love being able to put all of the mecha in one giant cluster, even if it looks ridiculous, just because it's such a cool, like, dumb accomplishment. Like, look, I spent my year making this horrendously ugly cube mecha. And it's just so much easier as a collector for storage to be able to pile everything in one giant and set it aside and not having extra bits. But yeah, and I like that right now, as of this moment, every single cube mecha I have is in this thing, and I can go stand him up, and it'll be all fine, and I don't have to worry about storing anything else anywhere, and it's just nice. But overall, despite my weird day of opinions in terms of Cube Gorilla, I still think if you are collecting this line, it's a worthy purchase because it does add to things. If you're already collecting, you can make Zyuoh Wild, and then assuming you're that far, then you can obviously make this. So I think he's a solid entry in the line that definitely adds to more formations if you're already collecting it. Even if for whatever reason he's not my personal favorite individually, but it seems like just a weird quirk at this point. But anyway, until next time, make sure to check out the Crazy Podcast at writersrangerebels.com, and of course don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Till next time, Dawson Ryder, signing out.